At large.
Here's John.
Good morning. Thanks very much for joining us. We are on the verge of a new owner taking over the Boston Herald, just days after deep editorial cuts in another newspaper owned by that same company, the Denver Post. Meanwhile, the Boston Globe continues to produce high-quality journalism, but is struggling financially. Why all this matters to you and yours, and what the future of daily newspapers looks like, that's our focus this morning with our guest, one of the nation's leading media analysts, Northeastern University journalism professor Dan Kennedy, author of The Return of the Moguls, How Jeff Bezos and John Henry Are Remaking Newspapers for the 21st Century. Look for it in a bookstore near you or on Mr. Bezos's Amazon. Dan, welcome.
Thank you, John.
Good to have you here. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
You write in there, quote, "Newspapers matter," end quote. Why? Can't I get all I need from TV, radio, and the internet?
You know, you can get an awful lot from other news sources, but newspapers, and by the way, when I say newspapers, I don't think it matters whether we're talking in print or digital. But newspapers, I think, are unique in that they combine national, international, local news, sports. They still reach a mass audience, although certainly not as much as they used to. And it's been estimated that something like 80% of the accountability journalism that we need to govern ourselves in a democratic society still originates with newspapers. All these other sources are important, but in many cases, it begins with the local paper.
Complex investigative reporting,
Exactly.
Political, daily coverage of the State House, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So your book details the efforts of three wealthy men to come up with a sustainable business model for newspapers in the midst of their rapid decline. On the business side, at least for big city dailies. Aaron Kushner out in L.A., Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy at the Washington Post, and of course, John Henry here at the Boston Globe. Now, Kushner has already gone belly up.
Yes.
But despite their deep pockets, what signs do you see that Bezos and Henry won't eventually follow Kushner?
Well, you know, I mean, I think that when you look at what Bezos is doing with the Washington Post as opposed to Henry with the Globe, two very different things. Bezos was able to reposition the Washington Post, which had traditionally been a regional newspaper, not that much different from the Globe. He really repositioned it as a national digital news organization in direct competition with the New York Times. So he was able to pump up its audience by massive amounts, and he's monetizing some small portion of that audience by turning them into paying subscribers. And it's working. They claim to have been profitable the last 2 years. Henry has a different challenge. There is no worse place to be in the news business these days than the owner of a large regional newspaper. And the Globe has struggled. What they have finally arrived at is charging as much as they can for the digital and print product and trying to cut their costs by moving to less expensive places to do business. It's been very difficult for them. The printing has not gone well at all. Although, from what I hear, it's gotten better. Not solved, but it's gotten better.
And certainly, we have to take a break, but Henry and the Globe have experimented with different kinds of the crux, the religious focus they did for a while, Stat, covering high tech and medicine. And yet, no magic bullet yet?
Not at all. In fact, Crux, they ended up offloading to John Allen, who was the star columnist they hired to write for it. Stat is still doing fairly well.
Okay, but still, no magic formula for the future.
Stat has had to cut a little bit. They're trying to emphasize things that they can charge for. Yeah. No, I mean, John Henry himself says there is no magic bullet.
All right, let's talk more about the future, not just for the Globe, but for the Herald and other newspapers, when we continue our conversation with author Professor Dan Kennedy in just a moment. Stay with us.